Good evening. It's been a while. We haven't been vlogging very much, just because I felt like the weekend vlogs were just getting a little bit samey. Obviously, we're recording, so Buddy has to come and be involved. Hi. Can you go play for a bit? Go play. Go play. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I have been subscribed to Fairyloot for... I've been subscribed since October, but I didn't get the November box. So I've had, this will be my 5th box. So yeah, I just thought I would do an unboxing for you this month because why not? I have opened this, I do know what's in here, but I thought I would share it with you guys anyway because I really enjoy getting these boxes. I will say this one wasn't my favourite, definitely last month's was my favourite. I do have like a TikTok of me unboxing it, so I'll link my TikTok down below. You can go and check that out if you want, but it's not quite as in-depth, so I thought I'd do something a bit more in-depth. So first up, when you open them, you have this really cool quote on here. This one says, "Fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us that dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten." And I think that's always the same quote. I'm sure that's what I've always had. And you get the cool design. I realise it's a cardboard box, but it's still kind of cool. And then we have the spoiler card, which always comes with the theme art on for the month. And this month's theme is Threads of Fate. They do usually put this kind of at the bottom, I think. I just put it near the top, obviously, for easy access, but you can avoid this if you don't want to know. So for those of you that don't know, Fairyloot is a book subscription, but it is a mystery book, so you don't know what it is. They give you kind of a hint at what it's about, and obviously you have the theme, but you don't know exactly what book it is, although it is usually a new release for that month or the previous month. So there are ways of working it out. There's a lot of people that work it out. I personally choose not to until I receive my box. I don't look at any spoilers or anything because I like it to be a surprise. That said, I am going to refer to this while I show you guys things, so I can explain clearly what we have in here. So the first up is a Threads of Fate tea tin. This is, on here it just says inspired by the featured book of the month, so I won't tell you what that is just now, because then you can see the book as a surprise at the end. But it was designed by Chatty Nora, and it is a pastel tea tin. I don't know how well you can see it because it is this kind of beautiful pastel and blue, but it doesn't come up particularly well on camera. But the quote on the front there says, "Don't chase fate, let fate chase you." And then we have a beautiful lotus flower on the top there. And when you open it up, we have kind of the second lid, and the quote in here says, "Wait for me where the land meets the sea." And then obviously just empty for you to put your loose leaf tea in. I actually don't have any loose leaf tea at the minute. I just finished mine, but Becca is going to provide some tea so I can put some in there. But yeah, it's a very beautiful tea tin. Then we have, this is also just themed under Threads of Fate, which again is the monthly theme, because these are playing cards, and the character art for these is inspired by Only a Monster, Daughter of the Moon Goddess, 6 Crimson Cranes, and Jade Firegold. I have read none of these 4 books. Daughter of the Moon Goddess was the book we got last month, and it is on my April TBR, but I haven't read it yet. I can't get into the cards to show you, and I don't want to pull too hard. Okay. So when we open them up, we have this very cool metallic red foiling on the edge of the cards. The back of them just matches the box, and then, as you will see, we obviously have a full set of playing cards, and the Jack, King and Queen for each suit. I am dropping everything. Has the character art on. I said I haven't read any of the 4 books, So I actually don't know which characters are on which suit, so that's not particularly very helpful. I think because we do have only a monster, and that was in the January box. I believe this is one of the characters from Only a Monster because we got a bookmark and some art with these on in the January box. So I think these are the Only a Monster characters, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I do quite like that the red suits have the kind of metallic on them as well. That's quite a nice little touch there. I need some more character art. To say, I'm not 100% sure who they are, but they are beautifully done. Okay, who would have known the most complicated thing to unbox would be a pack of cards. And so next item is a cushion cover, which, as you can see, is kind of this like navy, and then it has kind of botanical floral on this side. Oh, and the drums. Okay, that's what they are. And then on this side we have a quote from Raybearer, which says, "Only one thing is more powerful than a wish, and that is a purpose." I loved Raybearer and Redemptor, so yeah, I really like this quote, and actually the scheming on this, the blue and pink, goes very nicely in our library, which is, as you can see, navy, and we have a lot of pale pink in here too. So yeah, I really like that. Next we have a Circe woodmark, so wooden bookmark for you and I. This is beautifully done again, another book that I read last year and thoroughly enjoyed. So yeah, I obviously don't want to spoil anything for anyone if you haven't read it yet, but yeah, beautifully done, and I love the lioness. Although, yeah, it's a lion on here. I'm sure it's a lioness in the story, but it is a retelling, so the traditional obviously could very well have been a lion. But yeah, we just have some little orange details, and then Circe and her lion. Next we have some tarot cards. You do get 2 tarot cards in every Fairyloot box. Personally, these aren't something that I'm bothered about collecting, although these 2 particularly are very, very pretty. And they're a nice little extra. They don't count as, you get 5 items in each box and a book. These don't count as part of that, they just put them in every box, and then that's the back there. And these, oh, this is a beginning of the new collectible Celestial tarot deck. That's a mouthful. The cards are illustrated and feature the Xingyin as the Fool, which is this one, and Wenzi, I believe is the pronunciation here, and they are characters from Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which was last month's book. So yeah, they're very beautifully done, and as it's the beginning one, I may end up with a full collection, which would be quite nice. And then the last item, this to me personally, I don't like when they include items like this. However, I do understand that obviously not every item is going to appeal to everybody. But these are the Raven Boys stickers. I was quite excited when I saw that there was an item by the Raven Boys because I had actually read it. Well, in fact, I've read this, Circe and Raybearer, so I was quite happy with the books for this month. I was quite happy with the books that this month's items were themed around because I'd actually read them all, which does make a change. But yeah, to me, sticker sheets and art prints, I don't personally enjoy them that much as included items, but obviously not every item is going to appeal to every person. Again, they're very nicely done. I just don't really know personally what I would do with these. But yeah, it's cute. And then we get on to the book of the month. So they always come in this pouch. It says Happy Reading on one side and then has the Fairyloot logo on the other. And then in here there will be some more extras. So we also have the theme of the month bookmark. Again, you get these every month. I really like that you get these every month because A, they fit the theme for the book, but also they're just the normal cardboard ones. So if you have nicer bookmarks that you don't wish to use, you can just use these. I personally like them. And again, you get them every month. They're not included as part of like your 5 items. We then have Fairy Scoop, which usually includes an interview with the author, and then it'll also include like some exciting releases. It tells you a little bit about the book you've got and confirms next month's theme, which is bittersweet. Then we have the author letter, which always comes on the back of a really nice art print, and I do like that they do that so that you get the author letter with the cool little art print to go with your book. And then yeah, the author letter's on the back there. I'm not going to read it out. And lastly, so you can just see in there we have blue sprayed edges, and this is the featured book of this month. So this is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. This cover is stunning. Normally I'm not really a fan of busy covers, but I do really like this. I really like the kind of pastels. It's very fun, very whimsical. And then obviously we have the blue sprayed edges top and bottom, and then we have the dual blue sprayed and stenciled edges down the side, and we have this beautiful dragon, which is incredible. And then with Fairyloot you also get under the cover, you get, sorry, end page art. Could not think what these are called. So you get the artwork on the end pages. This is as you open it, and then the front of the book here, and then on the back we have some more artwork, which is beautifully done. And then all Fairyloot books are also signed. So you see it has a little book plate that says it is the Fairyloot exclusive edition and the signature there. Yeah, and then just the publishing details. So yeah, absolutely stunning copy of this book. Have not heard of this book. I have absolutely no idea what it's about. Deadly storms, an ancient curse. Will her sacrifice save them all? So it sounds very interesting. I really look forward to giving it a go. It's yeah, really beautifully done. Overall, I'm still really happy with the box. I love this book. Some of the items this month were not to my taste, but I always sort of take a balanced approach if you're not always going to like every item in the boxes. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this, drop me a little like and I will do this again for April.